Well, if you love making music using AI, or if you like creating music with the help of AI, then you are going to like this new update from Google. So they just launched a new upgrade for the Lyria model known as Lyria 3.5, and with this version, now you can generate a much higher quality, more dynamic sounding vocals using only a simple prompt. So this is basically just a list of things that they have improved for this model. Essentially, you can expect a much more rich and complex melodic structures of the song that you generated, and also it has a better lyric generation. In the previous model, the lyric is kind of boring, it's kind of flat, but now the model has been improved quite significantly. So even though if your prompt is quite simple, it is just a simple one-sentence message, it can extrapolate the message into a more interesting and unique lyric depending on the request that you have given to AI. And also, it has a new enhancement for the vocal quality. So essentially, the vocal, whether it is female or male, can express more natural emotion. And from my testing, it does sound more dynamic. It doesn't feel flat or boring. It's not exactly a huge upgrade, but it is still a noticeable improvement over the previous model. And also now with this new model, you can control the tempo and also the duration of the music. In the previous model, you cannot reliably choose the tempo. You can, but again, not very accurate, and also the duration is basically off the table. But now, finally, with the new model, we can choose the duration of the audio. So I actually have done some testing, and this is just one example. This piece was created using the previous model, which is the Lyria 3.0, and this one was generated using the 3.5 model. Now, I'm going to give you a few seconds preview for each of these. So let me just play the previous version.
All day regular crowd. You walked in and the world spun round. Sweetest love that I ever found. Midnight turned right into day. Then the rain just stopped.
It is decent. It is not bad. It is definitely a solid model. I love the Lyria model. But compared to the newer version, then, well, absolutely, this one is a lot better. Now, let me give you a quick preview again.
Sipping on water, just watching the clock. Waiting for the minute that the workday would start. Afternoon into a movie scene. You walked in and the world spun round. Hard to see until in the middle of the hall. I'm walking on air, I'm standing walking and the world.
Yeah, I would say it is not shy when it comes to choosing the melodic structure of the song. So it doesn't feel flat. I mean, from the waveform alone, you can tell that this one is kind of flat. It's very consistent, but the version from the Lyria 3.5 looks more interesting. So that is usually a visual sign that the music is a bit more dynamic than the other one. Now, the question is, how do you generate music? How do you run text, image into music, and how do you even edit your existing music using this new model? Well, at the moment, it is not yet available in the Gemini website. You can still generate music in Gemini, but it is going to be using the previous model. If you want to use the newer model, then you can navigate to flowmusic.app. So this is the official URL if you want to access Google Flow Music, which is basically the version of Google Flow except for music generation and remixing. And by the way, I do have a link in the description down below. That's an invite link. If you sign up using that link, then you will get a 500 credit bonus basically for free. Now, after that, you can choose to log in with your Google account, and basically you can start generating your own piece of music from a text prompt. Now, I'll just give you a quick and very simple example. Okay, let me just perhaps copy my prompt. Okay, this is very simple. Okay, relax bossa nova track at 95 BPM. If you don't know anything about music tempo, you don't have to worry about that. This is optional. You don't have to mention about the BPM or perhaps the duration of the song. That is completely optional. And here I choose to go with male vocals. Actually, let's go with female. And yeah, you can specify the instrument and the other style, but just use your knowledge about music. You don't have to be a music producer to actually create a prompt for this AI model. Now, when you're done, you can click the setting and make sure that you are using the latest model. At the moment, it is Lyria 3.5, and I advise to not use the previous model, but if you still prefer to go with that, then there's nothing wrong with using the previous model. But yeah, just use the latest model that is available when you are watching this video. And also for the ghostwriter, this is the AI that is responsible for creating the lyric. Then go with Pro if you have access to Pro, but if you don't, then standard is totally fine. Producer is also standard, and when you're done, you can send the message. And by the way, you can definitely upload your own piece of music to be remixed or modified. You might also upload a picture or your own voice recording as an input for this music generation model. Now just wait and give it perhaps 1 or 2 minutes for music generation, and after that you can listen to the preview. So just skip a while and I'll show you the results. Alright, so the songs have been generated, and I got 2 songs that were created by the Lyria 3.5 model. And also I sent the same prompt to the previous model, and I also got 2 songs. Now let me give you a quick preview of these 2 songs, and then later we are going to move on to the newer model. Okay, listen to this.
Tracing ink that's turned to gray, watching the afternoon fade away. The spine is worn, it cracks so low, getting my nerve. Maybe it's better this way, to hear exactly what you'll say, no surprise.
Okay, that's really good. Let me just play the second version.
Paper thin and stained with tea, a little world just for me, comma, every curve quietly steadying my nerve. Maybe it's better, that's the weight of all these years turning back.
Okay, so what I can conclude is these 2 are really good. I think I can listen to any of these all day, no problem. But I do notice that the melodic for the version 1 and version 2 is essentially the same. They are almost the same. I actually thought that they are creating the exact same song initially, but no, it was different song, but still they kind of feel the same. Now let's try the version that were generated from the latest model. Okay, I'm going to play the first version.
The kitchen tiles are cold and white, the afternoon is long. I'm waiting for the coming better thing than this familiar space. And oh, the kettle starts to sigh.
Okay, that's actually really good. Now I'm going to play the second audio, the second song.
The water takes its time to boil, then watches time decay. He doesn't move, he doesn't sing, he simply holds his place. I'm getting rather used to it, this waiting for the dawn. And close my tired eyes, there's nothing left to say or do.
So after comparing these two versions, the ones that were generated by the previous model and the ones that were generated by the latest model, I would say all of them are really good. I think we are reaching the point where most AI music models are just so good, it's just difficult to tell if it was generated by AI or actually very talented person. So which one is better? Now, in my opinion, the quality from the previous model is definitely solid, it is there, but these two that were created by the Lyria 3.5 model, they sound different. So unlike the previous model where these two are basically kind of identical, but on the newer model, they sound very, very different. So I think it is true that the model can introduce a more dynamic and more complex melodic structure to the audio. So even though you are using the exact same prompt, I think you can get a very, very different style each time. So I think you're not getting a flat or boring music. You can get something unique, something that never been, well, seen or never been heard before. So I think that's the power of the newer model. Although I have to notice that in the prompt I mentioned that I want to get a 90-second audio, and yet none of these are actually 90 seconds, so they're actually over 2 minutes. So I'm not quite sure why Google is making the claim that you can control the duration of the outputs. So yeah, I guess that is something that I need to investigate a bit further. But yeah, from the quality standpoint, this is definitely an improvement over the previous model. So again, the affiliate link, or sorry, the invite link is available in the description down below in case you want to try this new model in Google Flow Music. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. I wish you a great day ahead.